SoftwareRadio.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ball in street? Girl in street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ball in street? Girl in street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Business owners, need more customers? Offer fantasy sports contests and generate more sales. Restaurants, bars, hotels, auto dealerships, real estate offices. Whatever your business, fantasy sports contests can help you increase your sales and bring you more loyal customers. Visit fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. Our software lets you customize contests fast and easy for your brand. That's right. Visit fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. That's 888-55-SPORT or visit fanify.com.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy, busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew.
Wait, Mom, what?
Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say?
Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
There it is. There we go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome, Monday night, 7 o'clock. You already know, just a bit outside. I am your host, Kescia, a very tired, exasperated host tonight. To my right, we have a more lively, more focused Mark Foster.
She's a damn liar. What I am is cold, though.
Yeah, man, fall is officially here, yo.
I saw a meme. It said fall finally arrived. It brought winter with them.
Well, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
That's pretty accurate. I mean, have you gone as far as to break out the long johns, the LJs yet?
Nah.
I'm there right now.
I wait until like it gets into the 30s usually to get a coat out. And since it's still in October, I was like, I'm not getting my coat. That's why I'm just wearing this vest.
Yo, he's an animal. You need to put something on that ass though. You still got that cough going.
Okay, Mom.
Yep. Oh man, there's a lot going on this weekend. Did you do anything special?
You know, I have my son every weekend, so Reese and I, we went to the pumpkin patch.
Oh really? Which one?
Homestead Gardens is like out in Anne Arundel County. Okay. It was pretty cool too. Like, you know, Weber's and everyone, they gouge you. Like, you know, $5, $6 each for a hayride and all that. No, this place was like $12 cover charge. Everything's included.
Oh, okay. That's
yeah.
Good. Yeah.
So, you know, I met up with my friend Stephanie and her kids, and we took the kids out, and they had a blast.
All right. So y'all did hayride and everything?
Oh, yeah. Hayride.
Nice.
They had like this bounce pillow, they called it. It's like this big tarp with air pushing it, and they got to jump around like crazy.
Really?
And even though we were there for hours, they were still full of energy, just like kids.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. I went to the football game, went to the Ravens game yesterday. We'll talk more about the Ravens in a little bit later on in the show. But, you know, last week, I really love this time of year because I feel like we have everything going on right now. You know, we got the Major League Baseball with the postseason and the World Series. The NBA season kicked off last week and, you know, started off fully with the drama. I thought it was a very exciting week for the NBA.
Just talking basket, brawl.
Right. We're going to talk more about that too. But, you know, as every year, as we did last year, you know, the first show of the week of or the week after the kickoff of the NBA, we do the NBA special. So we got that going on for you guys tonight. We'll be making our normal picks for, like, you know, the East and Western Conference, possible predictions for MVP of the league. We'll also give you a couple of points about what's going on this week and what is interest us and the things that we found funny. And you guys already know that we also do the WTF moments of the week. They ain't gonna forget that. And we got your booty huff picks too, and that'll be fun as well.
Oh yeah.
So you know, tonight we have Monday Night Football game going down. Who is it? It's some uninteresting shit. It's
the Giants.
New York Giants at the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, really not a whole lot to be said about this game, I feel.
Nah, you know what? Like, I normally agree completely with you, but after last week when I just shit-talked the game and it turned out to be great.
They do that shit to us all the time.
I know. No. I'm not going to say anything bad about these teams, and then it'll be a shit show. But, yeah, like, on paper, the Giants and the Falcons, come on.
Giants are 1-5. The Falcons are 2-4. I mean, the Giants' only win, coincidentally, is on the road. So maybe that'll have that going for their favor. I don't know. I mean, Eli Manning is still Eli Manning. So.
And I think both Eli and Matt Ryan were both my last two booty huffs.
Really?
Yeah.
They might pull an honorary booty huff tonight in the 30 minutes that we get to be on with them. But the Falcons, they're 2-4. Man, I mean, both of these teams are struggling. Neither one of these teams are really fun to watch right now. And you know, the Falcons, I believe, didn't they lose Freeman last week?
I think so.
I believe they did. So Tevin Coleman's going to have to step up, which is pretty good because I have him for my fantasy league. But maybe we will see a Julio Jones sighting tonight.
He still plays?
Yeah, I mean, he's still out there. I don't know. Maybe we'll see a Julio Jones sighting.
Against that vaunted G-men defense, like Julio Jones might actually show up and put up like 250 yards.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he needs to do after the first 5, 6 weeks, man. It's been kind of nuts for him.
Yeah.
But what do you think the Giants need to do to give themselves a fighting chance for tonight's game?
You mean aside from swapping rosters with the Patriots?
Man, come
You know, I can't even say put in a different quarterback because I forget who their backup is, but he's not much better than Eli. It's like
they
don't have depth at quarterback at all.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham Jr., of course, you want him to produce.
Sure.
You want the D-line to be able to protect the running game.
What about that running back? Who's that? Saquon Barkley?
Rookie, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give a steady dose of him. I like him.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He may be a rookie, but he has the composure of a veteran.
Yeah. And, I mean, we all know that the Falcons love to give up points. You know? So, you know, why not? Why not try to start it off with him? Let's try to run the offense through Barkley and see if that opens up anything else.
Yeah.
With the passing game. I mean, that's what I would do if I was the Giants. I mean, you know, like you say, every Monday, every big night game. It's like Monday night, and even like Sunday nights too. Like,
well, I've even like looked at Monday Night Football and been like, who the hell put this on as the primetime game?
Didn't the Giants just play a primetime game? I feel like they did.
A Sunday night, maybe?
I think so. Like last week, I felt like they did, but you know, this one, like, yeah, they couldn't have. I mean, they couldn't have flexed. I mean, they could have flexed our game to tonight. That would have been dope.
Yeah. That
would have been dope. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this got to me. I guess every dog's got to have its day in the NFL. I don't even know, man.
Music.
What? Music? All right, you guys don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're gonna give you our predictions for Monday Night Football, and we're going to talk World Series just a bit outside.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet, fingerling, Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by Understood.org and the Ad Council.
Time for flashback.
Now, I'm not gonna say all Aries don't know, but
it's just the one you had. That was just
the long one, right? You know. Yeah. But it's always something that you can.
Go ahead, listen. Can you recollect any signs that you might like?
October 15th or 16th. What is that?
And Libras.
See, I've had some good Libras and I had one really bad Libra, but he was white, so he f***ed his back anyway. So I don't.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Demonstrate. You got to demonstrate the back.
No. Ain't no way.
Not the name. How they bust? Boy, show how they bust.
And then want to cry afterwards. I mean, what the f is the point of the tears? I mean, I can see you shake, yeah, and shake it off real quick. But you crying? F out of here.
What was he crying for?
Cause baby, this pussy make that. You in? I got that good nasty bitch. The shame.
McLean's Couch every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. You're checking us out on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Periscope. All throughout the week, you can always look up past shows and rewind this one on Google Play, Apple Podcast, lots of podcasting locations. Check your favorite one, see if Be Exposed Radio is on there, and download it. I like podcasting. I like listening in the car. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. While you're at work.
Yeah, while you're at work.
Zoning out, not doing shit.
'Tis the season.
Right. All right, you guys. When we left off, we were talking about Monday Night Football and against the Giants and the Falcons, and that this will be an epic masterpiece of minimalism tonight. But really quickly, we got to do it. We've given our analysis. We've given, who we're looking out for and, points of interest. So now, who do you think is going to win this game?
I got to go Falcons on this one. You
don't sound too confident, yo.
No. I'm not confident for either team.
Yeah. Well... All right, you wanna go with the score?
17-9.
17-9 Falcons.
Low scoring game.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Falcons as well. I am going to go with a higher score. Yes. I am gonna go. jeez. Let me see, 14. Let me say 23-17.
Okay.
Falcons. And, you know,
You're giving the Giants 2 touchdowns?
Yeah. I said 23-17. 23-17. That's 6 points.
No, but you're thinking the Giants are going to score 2 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, we all know how much the Falcons love to give up points. So I'm pretty sure Saquon Barkley will reach the end zone at least once. And I'm calling OBJ to get to the end zone at least once. So, you know, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm feeling pretty confident about that. So we'll see how that goes. We'll give you guys updates as the night goes along. Okay, you guys, tomorrow, like I said, this is a great time of year. We got like 3 major sports going on at one time. And I'm really excited about the World Series. I mean, honestly, I am. I believe we both pick the Dodgers?
Yes.
To go to the World Series?
I think we both picked it to win it all at the beginning of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I couldn't remember who I went with. I'm talking about at the very beginning of the season. Who I went with for the American League. I feel like I said the Yankees or the
Red Sox.
Or the Red Sox, yeah. I know I kept that shit in the AL East.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we've got to go back and check those out. Oh, yeah, hey, by the way, Miss Marsha, don't worry. I'm going to stay on his ass. He's going to be well in no time. I got you on that one.
I got a code in the car, just to clarify. Just got to dig it out.
So tomorrow, game 1 of the World Series, the Dodgers are at Fenway. Green Monster, dealing with that Green Monster. And, you know, they really don't have too much experience with, you know, this kind of park, because you really don't have much like that in the National League.
Well, not to mention, you know, it's October, almost November.
Yeah.
In the New England colonies.
Yeah.
So it's going to be cold.
Yeah. And wind will also be a factor.
Yes.
That fucking wind.
Actually, like, completely off the realm of sports, but I was looking at there's a hurricane coming out of the Pacific hitting Mexico in the next day or 2.
Okay.
And they expect by the weekend for it to have reached up to the northeast. So,
wow.
If there's any games at the end of the week, actually they should switch over to LA by then. But yeah, it could definitely affect.
Be a factor.
Yeah.
Wow. So like I said, tomorrow we got the Dodgers on the road at Boston. And, you know, game 1s, you always want to bring your studs out for game 1. And, you know, I'm pumped about game 1, and the pitching matchup is like is at the forefront. Do you know who's pitching game 1 tomorrow?
Chris Sale.
I mean,
Kershaw?
Yeah.
Actually, isn't
You're
that
now listening to Just a Bit Outside, the sports radio show at BX.
What's that?
There's the music.
Oh, damn. Okay, all right. Because when we come back, we're gonna wrap this World Series talk up, and we'll talk about the Ravens.
You're now listening to Just a Bit Outside.
Just a Bit Outside.
You are now listening to Just a Bit Outside, the sports radio show at BXPoseRadio.com. Come join us every Monday night from 8 to 10 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, or BXPoseRadio.com.
So we had a lot of things going on.
Mother's Day, Major League Baseball, pink bats, pink outfits.
Yeah. They certainly did the mothers good. They don't show them justice. Like Jimmy said, the pink bats, cleats, all types of pink highlights in the major leagues. The Orioles were swept by the Kansas City Royals.
Wah, wah.
The Kansas City Royals. Thank you, Eric. Kansas City Royals is they're like one of the worst teams in the major leagues
Baseball
right now. Yeah, so that was a little tough.
Yeah, so the Orioles no longer have the top record. It belongs to the Washington Nationals now.
Yeah, so that was tough. So hopefully they'll get back on track with the next series. Maryland We got some local sports, collegiate to report. The Maryland lacrosse. Let's shout out the Maryland lacrosse team. They are in the NCAA tournament, and they...
Hey, this is Mark, just a bit outside on BeExposedRadio.com. Listen to us every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on Facebook and on YouTube.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Just a Bit Outside. I'm your host, Kescia. That's Mark. You already know. When we left off, we were talking about Major League Baseball Game 1 between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. We were talking about the amazing pitching matchup between the Clayton Kershaw, one of my favorites, and Chris Sale, who has been dealing this year. You know, so Mark, really quickly, what do you think? What's the move?
I think in the championship series, the Red Sox looked dominant, whereas in the NLCS, the Dodgers looked very vulnerable. I mean, they went to 7 games. Even though I like the Dodgers and I picked them at the beginning of the playoffs, if not the season, I don't see a way they're going to take the series.
Yeah, you kind of took the words right out of my mouth. Dodgers just completed a grueling 7-game series against Milwaukee. I mean, they just would not back down, you know, which, you know, can take a toll. And you had the Boston Red Sox who were sitting a couple extra days rest.
Yep.
I definitely think Game 1 is going to go to the Red Sox tomorrow because I think that the Dodgers will be experiencing a little bit of that hangover. As far as the whole 7-game series goes, I'm gonna stick with my guts. I'm still going with the Dodgers, man. Manny Machado, he's like October's newest villain.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think he actually likes it. You know?
Did you see that play where he basically kicked the other player?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope he ain't out there, messing around with that LA Angel dust. But he's like this whole new guy, Like, I don't know. He's got like a little attitude, a little swag. But, I like it. And I think he's kind of coming into, I want to say coming into is like his own. You know what I mean? And sometimes players, they get pumped over stuff like that. So I think in the long run, I'm going to stick, as of right now, I'm sticking with the Dodgers, man, until something horrible happens.
I want to, but it's our own division because we don't want the Red Sox or the Yankees to ever do good.
Right.
But like I said, they looked way too dominant in that ALCS.
Who do you think has a better pitching group between the Red Sox and the Dodgers? The Dodgers.
That's a crapshoot.
Oh.
Like historically, the Dodgers, they're known for having a great pitching bringing them up through the minors farm system. Yes.
Yeah.
And absolutely bullpen and everything, but Kershaw had a decline this year. They battled some injuries throughout the season, like any team.
Mm-hmm.
But that Red Sox pitching staff is pretty damn dominant too.
They are. Would you say David Price is the weakest link?
Maybe.
And he historically does not do well in the postseason. So that's something to factor in as well. But yeah, so you guys we'll keep you up to speed on that.
How many games?
Oh, this shit's going the whole 7. You have no faith in my team. Okay.
I like it. I think once the Dodgers get that feel of being dominated by the Red Sox, it's going to be hard to get into that groove again. I think it's going 6.
Okay. All right, there you had it. Remember these predictions, because I think it'll be another pat on the back for myself. We'll know by next week, though. We'll almost know.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be fun. All right, you guys. All right, we got to talk about it. Saints came to town. Saints came marching into M&T to play against the Ravens. I was at the game yesterday. I talked a lot of trash all week. And the game did not disappoint. It was an exciting game.
Yeah.
All the way down to the last 24 seconds. Mark, what stood out for you with the game yesterday?
It wasn't a bad game. Like you said, it was exciting. It was down to the wire. The defense did what they had to. Mm-hmm. We knew that they were going to allow their first second half touchdown against the Saints because Breeze is just amazing.
Yeah.
But they kept him to his lowest yards in a game this season so far. So they did play very effectively against Breeze.
Yes. Yes, they did. They did. So, I said I went to the game.
Oh, yeah.
I was drinking a whole lot. Now, I had to ask you, because we had a people's poll question. And since we're talking about the defense, we threw a people's poll question up regarding the Saints and the Ravens game, because the Ravens were coming off an amazing 11 sack franchise record game against the Tennessee Titans. And, Drew Brees and that offensive line have just been excellent all season. He had, up until yesterday, 6 sacks?
8.
Okay, 8 sacks. Going through, 5 games.
5 games.
Yeah. So, which is pretty decent. You could say it's kind of hard to get a finger on that guy. So, we posted a poll question. We did an over-under for the outsider fans. I believe the magic number was 3.
Mm-hmm.
Over under 3 sacks for Drew Brees. I don't think we got that. Did we?
1.
I was saying, from what I can remember, and I might be wrong because I had a couple drinks. I can only remember 1, but we only got 1. So, what was the? Do you know what the results were for that?
80% thought we'd be over.
Oh, and for the first time in people's poll history, the people got it wrong. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. So we're gonna talk about the crazy end of the game.
Okay.
We're gonna do it. You know, I was out there. We were able to, you know, score that touchdown.
What a great drive.
Yeah, fantastic drive. Like, seriously, I didn't even think they had that thing up in them at that time, because to me, the Ravens are just, and I kept saying, I'm like, yo, the Ravens in the fourth quarter, to me, I can't depend on them in the fourth quarter.
I'm going to make you disappoint your dad.
No, Lord.
What did you think about Joe Flacco's performance?
Oh, it was good. It was good. I'll give credit when credit is due. You know, they marched down the field and they put the ball in the end zone. Like, man, it was impressive. And like I said, you know, like jaw-dropping, mouth-opening. You know, at that point, you had to, every Ravens fan at home and in the stadium had to be like, yo, what is better than this right now? This, you know, I got up from my seat to go use the restroom because I'm like, okay, you know, we just scored the touchdown. We're gonna score the extra point. I'll be right back in time for OT. I'm in the restroom and I'm like, and I hear the announcer like say that he missed the extra point, and I literally could not believe it. Like, I was just stuck. Like, what the hell happened? And you know, I was telling a friend of mine today, like, yo, that was God. Because I was sitting out there talking so much trash. I was talking so much trash. I didn't even go back to my seat.
It was the announcers on Fox.
Yeah.
Every single time Tucker went to kick, oh, he's never missed an extra point. He's never missed 222 for 222 in his career, 7-year career. Every time he brought it up. And you just knew he's going to jinx his ass.
See, shit like that is one of those rare moments that you were actually wishing that you was at home, being able to watch everything, because a lot of people were saying, like, well, of course, you know, they memed Justin Tucker. He had the most famous of faces out of everybody, but and I've been enjoying those memes, even as a Ravens fan, man. I mean, shit was funny, you know, but the look of shock on the players' faces,
yeah,
as well.
Do you know the last time Justin Tucker missed an extra point?
When?
Junior year of high school.
Junior year of high school?
High school.
No wonder his eyes was like... like, man, a lot of people, you know, of course, you know, we got a lot of homers, we got a lot of booty hurt fans, Ravens fans out there, you know, been upset with all the memes. But, yo, honestly, in the internet, in social media, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. You know, some people say, "Oh, he doesn't deserve that." Why not? Why doesn't he deserve it?
It's a great meme too.
Right.
Like that face, those googly eyes.
Right. Right. Like, man, I've been enjoying it.
And like it's national news. Like on Good Morning America or something like that. I saw them saying the most accurate kicker missed his first ever extra point. Like, yeah. National, yeah. Not just Baltimore stations.
Right. I mean, it does put a little spin in it when you say the most accurate kicker in NFL history.
Yeah.
Like, man, but that was a tough loss for the Ravens, man. Tough way to lose that. You know, I gotta do this. My homeboy Mike Banks, you're right, brother. Right. Smart.
Did you meet up?
No, I didn't get a chance to meet up with him, which was kind of, I mean, we tried. But, I mean, the game was just so crazy, like, you really didn't want to leave your seat too much. And then at halftime, you know, I was just getting more beers and food, and, you know, but we didn't get a chance to talk, but I did talk to him on the phone, and, you know, we did a bit of texting throughout the game, because, I mean, you know, it was a back and forth thing, you know what I mean? And, but I got to give him his props, you know, I said I would give you props on the show, dog. You know, props to the Who Dat.
You said it right. You can do it.
Props to the Who Dat Nation. You guys did this good, win. 1 point win. You know. But I can't even say that they won. I can only feel like I can say the Ravens lost the game. I can't even say that they won.
Both teams played a great game. Like, unfortunately, unless like you're the Browns versus Steelers, someone's got to win.
Yeah. And you know, there's been a lot of Pittsburgh fans that was kind of jumping on the Saints bandwagon, and you know, the street and classic Bush League Pittsburgh Steelers, you know, shit, you know, just trying to get in on the fun.
Y'all still 3-2-1 in third place.
Exactly, and we still beat you in your house, so we'll come see you. What's that?
It's like 2 weeks.
4th, 2
November.
weeks.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that rematch.
Should start looking for tickets for that.
Yeah, I am. They're pretty high.
Yeah.
Even more than the Ravens Saints game. All right, let's keep it going. We did our people's poll. We talked about the Ravens game and everything, and the shock and everything. Well, who do we have next?
Carolina.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, really quickly. So we go on the road to Carolina, right? The Panthers are kind of struggling too.
They started struggling, but they're looking pretty good these last couple games.
They actually won the game. I was actually following that. What was that? Who they played yesterday?
I can't remember.
Was it the Redskins? No.
No.
Gosh, man. The Eagles.
That's right.
They played the Eagles, right? They played the Eagles yesterday, and I believe they came back from a 17-point deficit to beat the reigning Super Bowl champs, which was pretty impressive. You know, I'm always a big fan of Cam Newton and everything that he does. And, you know, he's been holding up so far. He hasn't been, you know, banged up too bad. And, you know, Christian McCaffrey is doing what he's supposed to be doing. So we got this. We got a mobile quarterback. We got a pretty decent run game going up against, you know, our defense. You know, how did Alvin do against the Ravens yesterday? Did he?
Kamara?
Did he get a lot of yardage? I don't even know. I have no clue.
But he was involved in quite a bit of the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
He might have got a TD.
Oh yeah, I know he got at least one touchdown.
Yeah.
I do know that. But yeah, so the Ravens will be going up against that defense, and like I said, a mobile quarterback in Cam Newton. I like the matchup for us. You know, I'm just really impressed with our offense this season. And, you know, I have no doubt that they'll be able to continue. You know, Crabtree and Brown, man. Your boy Brown. And I think you called him out at the beginning. Yeah, he is really oh man.
He's the one that caught that TD at the end. Yeah.
I'm really liking what they're doing with him. You know what I mean? And giving him the opportunities and whatnot. So, you know, the defense of Carolina, they're okay. They're not nothing really to write home about. You know, I don't think that they will be able to handle a Ravens team who is coming off of a crushing loss. And, you know, pretty much lost the division behind that, you know, also. Because Pittsburgh is they're chilling right now. Because they had a bye week.
Yeah.
You know, so they're in first place right now. And then they're going to, you know, I think they have the Browns next week. So, you know, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I mean, they're going to win that game. I think they're going to win that game.
Maybe it'll be a tie again.
I don't know. Jesus has been my homeboy, you know, for the past couple of weeks. We'll see. We'll see about that. But yeah, you know, they're gonna want to get that win back in. And also too, I mean, do you think we're at by this time this will be what, week 7? Are we at that point where we talk about must-needed wins? You know, I know we're getting close.
I heard people saying that about the Saints game.
Yeah, I did too, but I just missed that shit.
Yeah.
But now, since we done lost, you know what I mean, and we're going into week 7, do you think?
If they have that good of a game and don't win, yeah.
Yeah.
If they perform like shit,
right,
then you're just like, okay, this is the same old Ravens the last couple years.
Right.
But them performing like that and still taking the L, then, you know, then you're in must-win territory.
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, next week is actually week 8.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting. So, I mean, you know, we're almost at the halfway point of the season. So I think that's fair enough, you know, thing to say. Like, you know, the Ravens got to win in Carolina. You guys, when we come back, we got who was Booty Huff and who came through for the NFL for, I guess, the sports period. So don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out.
Exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, and I was thinking, like, you know,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Here's what you missed on Salacious Life Radio.
You know, when it comes to your children, especially if you're dating someone that you actually like, you do want it to work. So you're gonna.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yo, welcome back to Just a Bit Outside. You guys, when we left off, we were talking about, we talked about the People's Poll, we talked about the Ravens, we talked about the horrific loss, Justin Tucker. It's all good, yo. You don't have to quit your day job. You don't have to quit your day job. You don't have to try to get a job over at the Lyric, because we still love you. We still love you, and we welcome you back.
Most of us do.
Yeah, well, the ones that don't, they better get their mind right. So, one of our favorite parts of the night, the who was Booty Huff and who came through for their squads in the NFL, brought to you by Killer Dogs out there on Harford Road. Bel Air Road, sorry, out there on Bel Air Road. Make sure you go check out Killer Dogs and tell them Just a Bit Outside sent you. Yo, who do you have for your Booty Huff pick of the week?
I foreshadowed it actually just now.
Oh boy.
I'm going Just a Bit Outside. It's not a team, it's not a player.
What?
Not a coach. It's the Ravens fans. Not all of them. Not all of them.
Oh, no you didn't. Oh, jeez.
But the ones...
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I heard you correctly. You said the Ravens fans.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
That's all good now.
The ones who...
This is great.
The ones who immediately went on social media were like, cut Tucker.
Oh, no, they didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Jimmy Smith is garbage.
Oh, no, you did not.
Yeah. People freaked out. And, you know, like I said, the Ravens played a complete game yesterday. They just happened to be on the wrong side of the scoreboard. It happens in sports. Justin Tucker misses the first time since his junior year in high school, and these Bamas want to cut him. He's not Billy Cundiff.
Right. Okay, honestly, if you're calling for the firing of Justin Tucker in any capacity, you are an idiot. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to go there. I mean, he's the most accurate kicker in NFL history. No, he is not going to make every kick that he kicks. I mean, Steph Curry, he doesn't, you know, he's accurate as fuck, but does he make every single three-pointer? No. Has he been in, you know, situations where he needed to make that winning shot and has missed? Yes. Like, yo, come on. You know, there are, what, 29 other teams in the NFL would die to have
31.
him. Huh?
31?
31, excuse me. 31 teams in the NFL that would die to have this guy.
Not to mention these people that say this. Were they watching the game? Did they not, like, see the flags waving on the goalposts?
Right.
That wind caught that ball.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, somebody's ghost or something came through and was just like, yo, we gonna push this joint. But yeah, man. I mean, I think that's a legit booty huff, yo. Fans get so butthurt. I just don't even understand why they even say some of the things that they say. But all right, whatever. That's legit. My booty huff pick of the week goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars, yo.
Okay.
Jacksonville Jaguars. You know, we talked a lot about them in the beginning of the season. You know, we had them. We might even had them possibly, you know, duking it out with the Texans for that division.
Yeah.
And, you know, they started off really good. 3-1. Since then, they've gone on a 3-game losing streak. Mm-hmm. They are also putting Blake Bortles on a short leash. He's on the verge of losing his job. So, you know, I don't know what's going on over the past 3 weeks, but something's in the, I don't know, what did they eat in Jacksonville?
And you know what their next game is. It's against the Eagles in London.
Didn't they play in London earlier this year?
Not the Jags yet.
They haven't played yet? God, yo, that London game, that joint is rough. And oh my gosh. Oh, it's going on right now? Oh my gosh, when we come back, I got another honorary booty huff pick since you talked about London. You guys, don't go anywhere. We also got them WTF moments of the week. Just a bit outside. Yo, did you see at the end of that
late 40s, early 50s. That's not uncommon. It's a lot of. I mean, I can give you examples like that.
But it's a good thing he's dead because she can actually move on. Like, you can't move on. If he was alive, if he was alive and she found out she was having sex with her father for 15 years, you can't move on from that. Somebody's got to die.
You can't. It's gonna be hard.
Somebody's got to die.
So wait, that means he didn't know either, though.
Immediately, so I can stop vomiting because I don't have nothing else left to vomit. All my insides, all my skeleton.
He didn't know either. That's what would be the crazy part.
He wouldn't. He still doesn't know because he's dead. How does that game go? Marry, screw, kill? How does that work when it's your dad? Oh my gosh, we talk about stuff like this and more every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Talk Lately, the radio show. Only on BeExposedRadio.com and on YouTube live where you can see it.
And the guy, my friend was like, hey, there's a young lady walking down. He's like, hey, you should go holler at her. And I'm like, nah, man, nah. You know, I'm a shy guy anyway, so I'm not going to do that. But he's like, yeah, do it, man. Go ahead, do it. So I said, hey, how are you? She kept walking past, and my friend also yelled out something as well. So she had stopped and she had looked at us or whatever, and she said, this was the day before Christmas too. It was so bad. And she's like, God damn it, it's Christmas. Like, leave me alone. And I'm like, what's wrong? I'm just trying to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm literally trying to talk to her. I'm catcalling. And I'm thinking, like, you know, it's funny. You know what I mean? I'm literally thinking, this was a couple years ago. I'm literally thinking, like, this is funny. This is funny. Huh? You know what I mean? Like, whatever. We get into that bar and she's there. Okay? And she lays me out.
Good for her.
She lays me out. I'll tell you, I mean, little do I know, I had dealt with a hardcore feminist that day. She even told me, she's like, I'm a feminist. You did not know that. You do not know who I am. You do not know where I'm from. You do not know who I know.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Shepsworth Bentley. And if you haven't heard last week's show, make sure you guys go onto BeExposedRadio.com's Facebook page or YouTube page and check it out, because you don't want to miss it. Our next show is going to be next Sunday, every Sunday, 7 to 8 p.m., Homegrown Radio, new, fresh Baltimore radio.
You're now listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
We need to relearn what it is to be these bosses and how we conduct ourselves as business-minded individuals and just people in general. I let my gut, and if I call it gut or God or whatever, I'm led by that energy. I know where it comes from. I know where it's, taking me, and you have to figure out what is important to you, and don't play this game. It's a game that we've learned to play, this chess game, and life is not a chess game. Life is real, bones, flesh, blood, decisions.
Make sure you check out the Artist Exchange Show every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles. Right. They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. You're checking us out on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Periscope. It's funny because I was just thinking in my head as we were coming back from break, yo, we got to shout out DJ Delight, Mike McMillan, and guess who popped up in the feed?
Yo, what up, Mike? I see you, dog. My mic sound nice. What's going on, yo? We waiting on that music too, bro. What's going on? Hey, okay, all right, man. We'll see what's going on. You guys, when we left off, we were giving our booty huff picks of the week. I want to give a quick honorary booty huff pick, because when Mark was talking about the London game, it made me think about something. I don't know if anybody caught the early game Sunday against the who did the Titans play?
Chargers.
Titans and the Chargers. Yeah. So it was like, seconds left in the fourth quarter. Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans march up the field. They score a touchdown. All they needed to do was score an extra point to tie the game up and send it to overtime. And Mike Vrabel, which is the new coach for the Tennessee Titans, former player for the New England Patriots, tells them to go for 2, which I thought was kind of crazy in the first place, but okay. You know what I'm saying? They go for the 2-point conversion, failed attempt, you get a flag, and you get a second chance at life. What does Mike Vrabel do? He goes for 2-point conversion again. Go for the 2-point conversion, failed attempt, game over. Yo, that was so booty huff. If you thought the Ravens' faces, the Titans' faces were equally cracked on the sideline at the conclusion of that game. I mean, it was crazy.
And you know, it's funny that it circles around to my booty huff of the Ravens fans that were like talking garbage out of their mouths, because a lot of them were like, we should have gone for 2 anyway. And you know what? I got to shout out my homeboy Donnie on that. He was saying that they should have gone for a 2-point conversion. Why? Like, I don't understand. That means to me, that's saying that you don't have any confidence in your defense. Yeah.
And if we don't have the best defense in the league, we've got to be in the top 3, yo. So, I mean, to me, that's unrealistic. Mike, would you have gone for a 2-point conversion? Come on, man. Nah. You don't do that shit. I'm sorry. No.
Someone whose 7-year NFL career is 222 out of 222. Yeah, you go for it.
All right, really quickly, so we can get into this NBA talk. Who you have for the come through?
Come through. Oh, Mahomie.
Me too.
Mahomie and the Chiefs.
Good. Yeah, after a loss, they lost last week.
Yeah.
They got back out there, and it was like nothing bad ever happened.
They took the strap to the Cincinnati Bengals.
My homie said, I got the strap.
Yeah. Which keeps us, I guess not, technically we're tied for first place, but Bengals have the tiebreaker still.
Right.
But it makes that loss yesterday not look so bad still.
Yeah. Yeah. And the Bengals, God. Yeah. They starting to struggle a little bit now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, AFC North is always, a fun, just like with the AL East, it's always a fun division, and, the number 1 is always shifting.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, when the remaining 8 games, 9 games or whatever, they'll continue to shift at least 3 or 4 times during that second half of the season. But man, yeah, so, I mean, we got that on the come through. Do we have any WTF moments of the week?
One of them, I had 2.
Okay.
One of them I think we're going to talk during NBA, because we alluded to it earlier.
Let's segue into that. Let's leave it, because we got the same one.
The first one I had, John Gruden and the Raiders. Like, I'm a Broncos guy still, so I'd love to see the Raiders totally just screw the pooch anyway. But what is going on in Oakland, soon to be Las Vegas? You got, of course, they traded away Khalil Mack.
Yep.
Back in April. And then today the news comes out, they trade Amari Cooper to the Cowboys.
And holy crap.
For a first rounder.
Yeah.
And there's been talk that John Gruden's tanking the season so that he can get the first pick in the draft and mold this team into what he wants.
Right.
And there's even rumors that, especially like last week or so when Eli played horribly, but there's rumors that they were shopping Derek Carr to the Giants. Dude.
You're lying to what?
There was rumors. I'm not saying there was talks for sure, but there's rumors.
It's a fault. Okay, we got a couple of comments. What's up, Joseph? Yo, Mahomes' ride is coming to an end. You think so? I don't know. He's looking like the truth out there in Kansas City.
Dude, he's a rookie, so once he has his first bad game, everyone's going to be like, oh, it's fake.
Not only is he winning in a better fashion than Alex Smith, you know what I also feel like that we have out there in Kansas City now that we haven't seen for a little while? Some serious swag. Do you see how them guys was handling themselves at that game last night? I mean, they're having fun. Like I said, I mean, they didn't even go out there looking like they missed the beat or looking like they even lost. I mean, this kid, and I'm going to tell you another thing that's so impressive to me with this kid. I saw several times Cincinnati Bengals defenders getting their hands on his shoulder. I mean, they was getting to him. Do you think this boy looked back? Do you think he flinched? He was completely downfield the whole time, like, yo, I'm and focused. That's an it factor that you just cannot teach, and it is so intangible and so awesome. I mean, I was just so impressed with him yesterday.
Even the most like NFL ready quarterbacks usually take some adapting. Yeah. And this dude has like it. Yeah. All right.
And Joseph Lyons also said that it's a fire sale. Man, if it's a fire sale out there for the Raiders, I have no fucking clue. I know that they just lost. Did we say that they just lost Marshawn Lynch?
No, I didn't say that either.
Yeah, so he's down with some type of injury right now too. So I mean, things are not looking good for the Oakland Raiders. We also have another comment from Mike DJ Delight. He says, this is appropriate. Let's talk about the Chris Paul and Rondo fight on national TV. Hey, sit tight. We are definitely going to talk about that. Was that your second WTF moment of the week?
Yeah. I didn't know if you had one or that was it.
That is my WTF moment
basketball
of the week. And we might as well just do it all together. Welcome to the second half of the show, the NBA special, where we about to go hard in the paint on just about everything NBA. We're going to try to cram this joint all in at once. And as we said, the WTF moment of the week involves the NBA. And the Houston Rockets were on the road in LA. Mm-hmm. You know, we got the whole new Carmelo Anthony in his new role with the Houston Rockets, along with Capella and James Harden. And we got the Kang. I can't believe I just said that too. I almost choked on the words.
The Prince of LA.
Kang out there at the Lake Show. You know, Luke Walton has got a lot of nice pieces and a nice balance of veteran leadership to go along with this young talent, man.
And Rajon Rondo.
Right, and then we have Rajon Rondo. So let me just say this before we even get into how things went awry.
Basketball 2018.
That game was legit the best game of the week to me. You know, I mean, they was balling.
Yeah.
You know, Lonzo Ball was balling. The other crazy ass, Brandon Ingram, the one that got thrown out, he was balling. You know what I mean? And it was like, okay, you can start seeing, like, okay, you know, do I dare go out on a limb and say that they're going to make the playoffs this season? I still don't know yet. But it was just, it was so crazy. So the Houston's doing their thing. You know, the Lakers are hanging in there with them. And I believe this was like the fourth quarter when this went down.
Yeah.
Correct? It was the fourth quarter. You know, tensions are flying high. It was getting a little chippy. And we had a foul. I believe James Harden was the one that went up for a basket and it suffered a hard foul or something like that. Mm-hmm. Right? And then there was some jawing and there was a lot of talk and whatnot. And then there was some shoving. I know somebody pushed James Harden really hard and it was kind of like a little thing. And then, you know, there were some words going on. Of course, you know, everybody ganged up and was like, you know, in each other's faces and stuff like that. Then off to the side, you got Rajon Rondo and Chris Paul. Okay, like, honestly, I don't know what the hell Chris Paul was thinking. But, you know, they were in each other's faces. And apparently, Rajon Rondo, who's a little, he could be a little hood sometimes. You know, they were in each other's faces. And apparently, Rajon Rondo spit on Chris Paul. Now, I'm watching this game live, yo. I'm watching this shit live. So, and then there was some finger pointing. And I just see Rajon Rondo, like, you know, you could just see that moment where he was like, oh, I'm gonna punch him in his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a change, and he stepped back, and then he gave him a 2-piece and a biscuit. All right? And, you know, then it was just, all holy hell broke loose then. You know, Brandon Ingram comes from over the top, throwing these little haymaker type thing. I mean, he's this long, lanky dude. You see, you know, arms, and then everybody's fighting. And it was absolutely crazy. I mean, everything just happened so quickly. And as Joseph Lyons said, it's been a while since the NBA had a real fight. Players don't know how to react. And he said, he said, go back and watch James Harden the whole fight. I'm gonna have to do that.
I was gonna mention that because like
I missed that.
There's a lot of the pictures show the fight, and then I saw some pictures like from the under the basket, and you see like James Harden. He's pretty much just center court, like back to the fight, like just looking back, like, dude, what the hell's going on?
Right. His eyes was big. He wasn't even ready, huh?
He was just like, I'm not part of this. He knew there's to be suspensions. He's like, I got my MVP to worry about.
Yeah, he says Tariq Hill is saving his butt.
Didn't Chris Paul though do his best Three Stooges impression?
Yeah. That's what I said. I don't know what the hell he did. Hey Mike, I said he gave him a good 2-piece and a biscuit. He said, yo, Chris Paul got an uppercut and left hook in. Like, yo, when you watch replays and you watching that slow motion, and you see that head not, snap back.
He poked him right in the damn eye, though, too.
Yeah. You know, there was a connection there, though.
Yeah.
And needless to say, Chris Paul got thrown out. Rajon Rondo got thrown out. Brandon Ingram got thrown out. And everybody's suspended now. All right, Rajon Rondo, 4 games.
No, 3.
3 games? And who got 4 games?
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram got 4 games?
Ingram said he's surprised that 4 was all. He actually expected more.
And Chris Paul got how many? 3 games?
2 games.
2 games. I would say I know Chris Paul got the lightest of the. Yeah, Mike said Rajon Rondo spit on him. Yeah, I'm starting to see now. I saw today that there's actual footage. I mean, they really couldn't get a good angle or show you a good enough picture during the game to actually see the spinning. At the time, all I was seeing was like the finger pointing. You know what I'm saying? And I was saying, in some cultures, when you get in a person's face and you putting the finger in the face, you better be ready to catch them hands.
It's like putting the other finger in the face.
Yeah. But, this is what I'm going to say to Chris Paul. The next time somebody spits on you, your knee-jerk reaction should be to punch that person in the mouth, okay? You don't just go, hey man, you spit on me. You better put them hands up. Because the person that is spitting on you doesn't respect you and is ready to mess your life up. They ready for anything. Somebody that spits on you is ready for anything. You guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to continue with the NBA special, man. We're going to give you a brief overview. And like I said, our picks for, East and West. So don't go anywhere. Let's chop it up. Let's go hard in the paint. Just a bit outside.
I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew.
Wait.
Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd
on.
you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
Period.
the real. That's the real deal.
It's period.
And all that old money shouldn't go toward this, money should go to. If the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week, you don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now, if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is. Radio show.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Check us out on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Periscope, and
all about that.
And Kescia forgot her microphone.
Right, I'm about to just start talking. All right, you guys, like I said, thanks for sticking around. And we are knee deep, or should I say, deep in the post of our NBA special, our yearly NBA special. So second annual.
Yeah.
Hey man, second annual. Every time we do something twice, it's always awesome. We were just talking about one of the biggest moments in the week last week for the NBA's kickoff season. I mean, God, they had
it's barely a week old, and we've already got a brawl.
Right. And as DJ Delight said, apparently Rajon Rondo and Chris Paul have had beef for like 10 years.
I wonder why.
I wonder what.
Someone steal someone's girl?
One more quick thing I want to speak on. We were talking about the reactions of the players and whatnot after everything had been going down. I got one more message for LeBron James. Okay? Right. Stop right.
If it's what I think it is.
What? Stop being a whole hoe all the time. And everything was going down. You know what he immediately does? His old bromance with Chris Paul. Immediately starts hugging and consoling him. Dog, what you should have been doing was grabbing up Brandon Ingram's crazy ass and Rajon Rondo and trying to shake some reason or be a voice of reason. Be a leader. You sitting up here hugging on the other team that was beating you at the time. And trying to be all friends, man. No. Be a leader.
There was a meme that went out about that. And it's, in support of Michael Jordan being the greatest of all time in this MJ versus LeBron debate. And it pointed out a game that a fight broke out and MJ had a close friend on the other team. And first thing he did was go over to his teammates, check on them, and, still put up the front for his team. He wasn't going to like go over there and be friendly. No, you know, you take care of business on the court, be friends later.
Yeah. See, but you know, I mean, those are just some of the differences.
Yeah. And he was straight up hugging Chris Paul.
Right.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Hugging, because some people kind of like, man, you don't want to do this. You don't want to be like, yo. Meanwhile, 2 of your players are getting ejected. I mean, like that, and you know, that was a teaching moment for the young guys. That was also a chance for you to kind of step up and be a leader on your squad, man. Don't be a hoe. Stop being a hoe. All right, let's keep it going, man. NBA special. 2018, 2019. Yeah, Mike says, yeah, he should have grabbed his whole team. He said, fuck the Houston team. He was checking on people, not on his team. Yeah, you know, we old school, so you know how we do. I mean, these new age basketball players, I don't know. But let's just get right into it. Okay, so over in the off season, we've had a lot of moves in the off season. I remember us even saying like the off season is just as exciting as the damn postseason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We had a lot of moves. We could tell that there was going to be not necessarily a shift in power between conferences, but the Western Conference was going to continue to kick ass because pretty much everybody went to the West Coast.
Yep.
Okay. We know that the Golden State Warriors are the reigning champs. You know.
3 out of the last 4 years.
Yeah. Is there anybody, and you know, I think this is the year that they won't make it. I think this is going to be the year. Is there anybody out there on the West that you think can take the Warriors?
There's always someone.
Yeah.
Houston, San Antonio. I wouldn't be surprised to see Portland even make a run. They were looking really good. They got a lot of young guys last season. They got some seasoning under them, and I could see them making a serious run through the playoffs. Do you want to just jump into who we think is going to take the West?
Sure, absolutely.
I disagree with you. I say.
You think they're going to win again?
I say the Warriors can take it again.
You know, I actually think. Oh Lord, there go Mike Banks. Mike Banks said, "Stop crying. Where's the hat?" Man, I done talked about the Ravens and the Saints, man. I gave you props. I shouted you out, Blue. Hey, man, we got to get up. I owe you that bottle, yo. I owe you that bottle. But I'm going to try to run with Houston Rockets, dog. I'm going to try to go with the Houston Rockets. I really think. What?
Not OKC. I think I just felt like sadness exude from her.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna talk about. Hey, Mike, we're gonna talk about the Eastern Conference in a quick second. Okay, so here's the thing about Oklahoma City. I feel like they just one piece away again. I feel like they are always one piece away. You know what I'm saying? All right, you got rid of Melo. You know what I'm saying? But now I feel like, I mean, we still got Steven Adams. Roberson is injured right now. I don't even think, he's not even playing right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, and you know they had kind of a rocky beginning to their season. They're struggling right now a little.
And Houston's just a more complete team.
Exactly. And you know the thing with Houston, you have to be equipped to keep up with their scoring, man. And you got, I mean, and they can, to me, they can shoot the 3-ball damn near as good as Golden State. That's why I said they got the fighting chance. And
was it that game with the Lakers that the brawl broke out? They scored like 133. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, it's already mid-season form for these guys.
Yeah. And with the addition of Carmelo Anthony, and also with Carmelo Anthony kind of accepting his new role, you know, to me, I mean, it's just like all of the pieces coming together. Which brings us to another people's poll. We might as well go ahead and do this. We put another poll out there. I didn't even, you know, I gotta tell you, I didn't put it out as much as I put the other one out. But we posed a poll question on Just a Bit Outside for the NBA special. We have a couple of vets who have been moved in the off season, and not only have they been moved, but they've been asked to kind of take a back seat for real. And for some of these vets, this is the first time that they've ever been asked. I mean, this is a hard thing to do. I feel like this is a big obstacle to overcome when you're coming towards the end of your NBA career, especially for some players who are superstars. We'll talk more about that, guys, when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story, adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
Black by Demand radio show.
2 years ago. If you broke that bike and it don't work, that's on you, brother. I suggest you get that toolkit out back and then start working with it, right? Yeah. So my son's looking at me like, wow. And I broke down to him how we had got fixing flat tires down to a science. Mm-hmm. You understand what I mean? Sticking the tube in the water. Right? Talk to me, brother. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, critical thinking. And seeing, we look at that now and like kids, they not as on hands like we were back in the day.
That's because nowadays you don't have to put the bikes together anymore. They can come assembled.
Yeah, everything's coming assembled.
In the store, they ask you like if you want it already assembled.
Right.
Back then you just got the box with 1 million pieces.
Right, and today I don't think they could work with that.
It's just like the thought process. Nowadays you get a bike that's already put together. Now when you were younger, you had to put this bike together.
You got to put it together.
That basically closes your mind into learning how to do something.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now you're giving it something. So, okay, you take this and this is what it is.
Right.
So now we have to run with this instead of teaching the child this is how you put this together so you see the result as this.
Right. Critical thinking. I like that. So look, not to cut you off, Mr. Denise, but let's go to our first commercial break, and then we're going to come back and finish talking about critical thinking.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
you can't even see the top of that thing.
Even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
And the guy, my friend was like, hey, there's a young lady walking down. He's like, hey, you should go holler at her. And I'm like, nah, man, nah. You know, I'm a shy guy anyway, so I'm not going to do that. But he's like, no, do it, man. Go ahead, do it. So
you are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. We're doing the NBA special, but first, a Monday Night Football update. It just really started. Actually, no, it's 7:58 left in the first quarter. Atlanta has the ball at their own 1.
Who does?
Atlanta.
They have the ball at their own 1.
Yep, 0-0 still. 99 yards. It's a long
All right, you guys. Like I said, we in the NBA special right now, and we were discussing. Oh, I remember where we were at. We were discussing our first poll question for the NBA season. I was talking about new roles for veteran players on new teams, and we posted a poll question for the outsiders regarding these vets and in their new roles in their new teams. There's two vets that really kind of made headlines with the move and the change in their career. And that's Tony Parker, going from San Antonio Spurs to the Charlotte Hornets, and Carmelo Anthony going from, I mean, he's kind of bounced around at this point. This is like his third team. He went from the Oklahoma City Thunder to the Houston Rockets. Now, a condition of the move, or I guess of the deal or whatever, was that the Charlotte Hornets and the Houston Rockets asked both of these players, who are, you know, superstars, you know, starters, never come off the bench in their life, to kind of play like a six-man kind of position, to actually, you know, take a back seat, you know, be that supportive role, and to come off of the bench. Now, it might have been a little bit harder for Tony Parker just because he's got like championship rings and stuff like that, you know. But you know that when you get to that point in the career where you're not, you know, producing, or you're not playing at the level that you used to, you know. And to me, it takes a definite sign of maturity to be able to say, yeah, you know what I mean, I'll be that veteran leadership that you need. I'll come off the bench. I'll be that role player. I'll do what I have to do to help you guys win games. And both of these gentlemen have accepted their new roles, and they've kind of been flourishing in these new roles. I mean, Tony Parker's first game was amazing. Carmelo Anthony is playing very well with the Houston Rockets right now, I feel like. And so the poll question for the outsiders were, who will fare better in their new role with their new team? So out of everybody that voted, 20% said Tony Parker, 80% said Carmelo Anthony.
No local bias there.
Right. We did have a couple of comments on the poll. You know, my auntie, she said Tony Parker will fare much better in his new role. Just hoping. And she said no disrespect to Carmelo. So people got the poll question for the Ravens wrong. People got it right on this one, y'all. I gotta.
Now,
what the fuck happened to the? Yo.
We're a week in. Is it really time to declare a winner in that yet? As to who impacted their team more?
Yes. You know why? And you know why?
Because it's your poll.
Yeah, right. Well, not only is it my poll and I'm the damn host of this show. No, I'm kidding. No, honestly, this is when you talk about, when you look at the sum total, we have a tendency to look at the end result. Houston Rockets going to the Western Conference Finals. Charlotte will be lucky to go deep into the playoffs.
Okay.
You know, so whereas I think Tony Parker might be more valuable. I just think Carmelo Anthony is going to have a better time in a similar situation, only because they're going to be winning and they got chances. He's got another chance to get that ring that he's never had before.
Yeah.
All right, so there it is. You think the Rockets, I mean, you think the Warriors are just going to do it again? I hope the hell not. But, you know, I'm saying right now, y'all go ahead and book it. Yo, the Houston Rockets are going to give them the run for the money. Now, let's move on.
Now, Mike McMillan's asking, what's the call-in number? I'm going to throw it out there, but I just want to remind, a couple weeks ago when I had the Beer City Bruiser on with Ring of Honor Wrestling, we had some technical difficulties, so we might not be able to hear you.
If you want to call me, Mike. Call me right now if you want to call. Yeah, so let's move on to the Eastern Conference. Biggest move in the Eastern Conference, of course, was Kawhi Leonard leaving San Antonio Spurs and going to the Toronto Raptors. And in a lot of circles, automatically putting them in as, you know, a major contender for the Eastern Conference Championship. And it's so crazy how one player can make us forget that historically the Toronto Raptors loves to choke in the Eastern Conference Finals or late in the postseason. So, you know, is Kawhi Leonard going to be that guy to kind of break that little thing they got hanging over their heads?
Well, let's not forget, they fired their coach of the year coach.
Yeah, and in a move, I think that was a WTF moment of the week for us.
It was.
I still don't understand that.
You got to wonder maybe if the coach, if obviously Toronto management felt that the coach took him as far as he could. Can the new coach take him further? Maybe the players see everything's up for grabs. If they don't take it further, maybe they might get shipped out too.
All right.
All right.
All right, here we go, my man Mike McMillan, DJ Delight. Yo, Mike, what's going on, bro? Mike.
Hey, what's going on? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. What's up?
Am I live?
You're live.
Listen, I think the Toronto Raptors got a chance to do something. That's what I think. What y'all think?
Oh, I mean, I would have to say they definitely have a chance to do something in the East Coast. One, off of the strength of there's really nobody else to really contend with besides, you know, the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yes.
You know, I kind of want to go out on a limb, and I want to talk about the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, I still believe in Giannis. You know, I still believe in Jabari and what they're trying to do over there. But you know, I would definitely agree with you on that. I mean, Toronto would have to be one of the front runners for the Eastern Conference championships. Now, let me ask you this, Mike. Now, I just said a few minutes ago, you know, the Toronto Raptors have a tendency to choke deep in the postseason. Do you think that that's going to be the case this year?
They might choke only because this is their first time that they be able to get to that point. You know, that point in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they get to that point, they may choke because they're not used to it. You know.
Right. Right. And do you think team chemistry will be a factor as well, or?
I just think they just youthful.
Okay.
But I like what I see though. I like what I see. I just think that they have a chance. If they gotta work together. I don't know what's early. It's real early.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No doubt. No doubt. Hey man, thanks a lot. I appreciate you calling in, bro.
No problem, man. Got you.
All right, peace. All right, there you have it. Yo.
I gotta say, his point about them being young and everything and not having the experience in the playoffs, it's valid. However, look at the whole East Coast.
Yeah.
What team really has that? Obviously, Cleveland had it the most recent years, but they're still 0-3.
Mm-hmm.
And just like the last time LeBron left, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to recapture that.
Philly's young. Those was one of our rising star teams. Remember that we talked about last season.
Ben Simmons.
Star team. Philly's young. Milwaukee is also young.
So there's really no one with that championship experience in the East.
In the East, you know, Cleveland has a bit of veteran leadership. You know, they do. Yo, God, the Wizards. You know, I mean, they might not have deep playoff experience, but they have a nice little culmination of playoff experience. And we're talking about a team that's pretty much been together for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to go out on a limb with them, but I'm just not really confident. For one, you know, they made that trade for Dwight Howard. He's already a pain in the ass, no pun intended. He missed the first game due to sore buttocks. Missed the first game. As Mark fights to keep a straight face. But you know, like I really don't like that pickup. You know, I'm not.
You didn't like it the moment it happened.
Yeah, I fell the hell out. But I'm not really sure where Austin Rivers is gonna fit in. Like, I mean, it's just there's a lot of question marks with that team, man. And who else? I would say it was another team that I was thinking about that's got a little bit of veteran leadership. Oh, the Boston Celtics. You know, you got Al Horford. He's experienced. You got Kyrie. He knows what it takes to win. And you got Hayward, who's also been in the league for a little while now.
And he's healthy. So,
you know, I mean, there's a lot of... I I will give everybody Toronto on the front runner, you know, but it's like the disparity in the Eastern Conference is just so great. You've got what, 2 or 3 teams like that you can say, all right, they're great, and then it's just like everybody else. You
2 or 3, that high?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say Toronto. I'm gonna say Boston, and you know, like honestly, I'm gonna say Philly, man. Philly has the potential. I mean, Ben Simmons and them, they have the potential to do something.
Yeah,
Experience might hurt them though.
There's a team that I hadn't even really thought of, but then I'm actually looking at the scores right now. That last year in the playoffs, they played spoiler and they looked really strong. Indiana Pacers.
That's a nice blue collar team that likes to play upset. You know,
they took Cleveland to the limit that first round.
They sure did. They sure did. So I mean, you know, that's just another team. I mean, so are you ready to say that? Do you feel pretty confident in saying Toronto will come out the East?
Yeah, that's my pick.
I'm gonna say no. I think they're going. I think they need another year to get that team chemistry. You got a whole new coach. Let's not forget that. That's very hard to be a new coach on a new team with and you're gonna try to instill this new philosophy and everything, and then go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm gonna go as far as to say they won't even make the Eastern Conference Finals.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really wanted to go Philadelphia, but I think they're just a little bit too young still.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out on a huge limb and say Boston, Milwaukee Bucks, Boston Celtics, Eastern Conference Finals this year. That's what it's gonna be with me. And ultimately, I think the Boston Celtics will be the ones to win. So, I'm thinking Rockets Celtics final, man. That's what I'm calling.
Maybe it's 80s throwback.
Yeah.
Lakers Celtics.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Let's switch gears. Who do you think will be the MVP of the season?
It's the man that has everything to lose and everything to gain.
KD?
Fat contract to gain.
Yeah.
KD.
Which kind of segues us into yet another people's poll. And this people's poll was more, but I feel like it was, I don't feel like, I know. It was more popular than the previous people's poll.
Yeah.
So we threw it out there again for the outsiders. Distractions. Alright, so let me just back up a little bit. We got 2 huge distractions looming over the head of the NBA season. We got crazy ass Jimmy Butler and all of his antics with the Minnesota Timberwolves. And to me, which I think is a pretty legit distraction, Kevin Durant and his contract issue, which kind of ties into what Mark was just about to get into. So,
well, the poll was Durant as a distraction and what was the other option?
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
okay.
Right. And it was, who would be more of a distraction to their teams this season? We had a lot of votes on this one. We had a lot of comments. I mean, we had a lot of fiery personalities. 74% said Jimmy Butler. 26% said Kevin Durant.
And wasn't there someone that you got into like a little personal skirmish with?
Yeah, that's what I said. Everybody's got it. Everybody's an analyst and everybody's got an opinion. But guess what? Everybody doesn't have a show. So, people said Jimmy Butler would be the bigger distraction. What do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Absolutely.
I
think a lot of the analysts that are saying Durant is going to be a distraction to the team, it's analyst talk. He's there to ball. He's there to play. Jimmy Butler, meanwhile, in practice, he's yelling at the coach. He's yelling at the owner. He's yelling at the other players. He's putting them down. He's saying, you all need me. He is absolutely way more of a distraction for the team.
Mark feels like the people got it right. I'm going to be honest, man. I feel like the people got it wrong. Because this is the thing about the whole Jimmy Butler situation. Okay? You know what cures people like Jimmy Butler and antics and all of that craziness that goes on? Winning.
Or getting shipped off to Denver. Actually, Denver's doing good this year so far.
Yeah, no, I don't know if there's anybody at this point that is. I mean, the season just got started. Nobody's desperate enough to take that chance. I mean, honestly, I really think. But you know, if these guys win, and if he's able to be that leadership in that win, everybody forgets about all the horrible feelings and things that they said. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, once you all start winning, and we all know. In locker room, behind closed doors, players are going off all the time. Players are calling each other out all the time, calling out coaches, you know, expressing discomfort. I mean, hell, did we not just talk about Antonio Brown? Oh, dang. All right, y'all. Time flies when you're having fun. Hey, we're going to do another commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up just a bit outside.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
It's time for a flashback.
Now, I'm not gonna say all Aries don't know, but
it's just the one you had. That was just
a single one, right? You know. But it's always something that you can
go ahead. So can you recollect any signs that you might not get right?
October 15th or 16th. What is that?
And Libras.
See, I've had some good Libras and I had one really bad Libra, but he was white, so he f***ed his back anyway. So I don't know.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Demonstrate. You got to demonstrate the back.
No. Ain't no way.
Not the dirt. How they bust? Boy, show how they bust.
And they want to cry afterwards. I mean, what the f*** is the point of the tears? I mean, I can see you shake, and you know, shake it off real quick. But you crying? F*** out of here.
What was he crying for?
Cause baby, this pussy make that. You in? I got that good nasty bitch. The shade.
Oh, McLean's Couch every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You use Tearless baby shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the right seat. That's SaferCar.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Side radio show, BeExposedRadio.com. NFL, it's still 0-0. It's in the second quarter. Giants have the ball at midfield. In the NBA, we have the Magic leading the Celtics in the third, 59-50. That's a pretty good score. Hornets.
They'll lose that in the fourth quarter.
The Raptors are tearing apart the Hornets, 65-49. That's in the third. The Wizards, they're in Portland tonight, so that game doesn't even start till 10.
All right, really quickly. I'm going to tell you why the people got it wrong on the people's poll. Because Jimmy Butler, all they got to do is Jimmy Butler and the Timberwolves start winning. All the problems will go away. This thing with Kevin Durant is going to haunt them, is going to be the talk the entire season. And you can't help but look, you know, if you're in the locker room, if you're on the team with them, giving this dude the side eye, like, yo, what's up? Are you know what I mean? Like, Are you going to stick around with us? You know, if not, are you going to have your own personal agenda during the games and it be showtime for Durant? Like, what?
Didn't you just say that the Jimmy Butler situation could be solved by winning?
Yeah.
So if the Warriors just keep on winning, they're not going to give a damn what KD is doing, you know, as far as his self goes.
KD's the best player on their team.
Debatable.
Oh, God! Oh! Yeah, I was talking about this with my father, too. Like, Kevin Durant is the best player on the team. You cannot help but be worried about losing the best player on your team.
Oh, but if they're winning this season, it doesn't matter.
And for real, if your argument is going to be, well, the Warriors won championships without Durant, it's a whole different Western Conference right now, okay? When they got that first damn ring, there was no competition for that. No competition for that. Everybody has a stacked team. You need Kevin Durant on your team.
Then pray he goes to the East.
Some people are saying New York. You know, I don't understand that shit. Why he would do that to himself? I mean, you know.
No one wants to go to New York.
Right. If you want to be miserable, just come to the Wizards. You know, like you don't have to go all the way. You don't have to go full misery.
When he originally started going towards free agency, a lot of people expected him to go to the Wizards.
I would like to see that. I mean, I would support that.
He's kind of a local guy. It's close to home for him.
Yeah. But the whole point of us even talking about the whole poll was that we were getting into our picks for MVP. Mark is saying he's going to go with
Durant. Yep.
Yeah, I would definitely have to say he's a front runner. I also want to give some honorable mentions to Giannis. I think this might be his year to kind of, you know, really blossom and shine and start to come to the forefront of those conversations.
What about the last two? Westbrook and
yeah, I was
Harden.
gonna say now. You gotta say James Harden again. You have to. And I know, you know, back-to-back MVPs are very rare, but you know, to me, the way he's playing, you know, he's continuing to put up the numbers and everything. Why not? You know what I mean? So those are my three picks for MVP. Good luck to the Wizards this year. Like I said, I mean, I wanted to spend a few minutes talking about them, but unfortunately, we run out of time. I think they can make the playoffs. I'm interested to see what Scotty Brooks does with these new additions to the team. Like I said earlier, I'm not really sure how Austin Rivers fits in, and I don't even know if, you know, Dwight Howard's even going to be a useful player, especially at this, you know, stage in his career.
Yeah.
He's injured more than he fucking plays. But yeah, good luck to John Wall and Beal, man. You know how much we love them, and Otto Porter and Kelly Oubre. You know, they had a pretty decent season last year. I mean, of course, that joint ended in a heartbreak.
And welcome Austin Rivers.
I'm wondering how long his daddy gonna keep his job. You know, but you guys, we got a lot of fun things coming up for you guys. We're going to announce this right now. We are for week 8 doing our very first Just a Bit Outside Pick'em contest. We have partnered up with Brass Tap Baltimore over there on Mount Royal. Shout out to Michael and the gang over at the Brass Tap. Love y'all. And what we're going to do is we'll put a form up on the show site. All you got to do is fill out, you know, pick who you think's going to win between all the games during week 8. And the winner of the contest will receive a $25 gift card to Brass Tap Baltimore. So all of my beer drinkers, all of my football fans, and if you haven't been to the Brass Tap yet, man, you got to check it out, man. I mean, they got a lot. The tap list, you know, the bottle and can list. I mean, it's crazy. It can definitely compete with World of Beers. Mm-hmm. And the atmosphere and the staff are just absolutely amazing, man. Like, honestly, there's a reason why we picked this place to partner up. I mean, it's just really a great place to chill and watch any game, not just football. Also,
when Michael was here too, I said, you know, it's so easy to overlook the food when you got that good beer, but the food's awesome too.
Yeah, food's awesome. And also on Saturdays, all day, happy hour all day for college football. So, yo, definitely go out and check out Brass Tap. So like I said, we got that contest going on. Monday, we're going to have the women's panel. I'm getting the girls. We're going to Brass Tap to air live. We're going to do the show live from there. So I'm looking forward to chopping it up with the girls. We will both be there and having some beers and chopping it up with the crowd. So you guys stay on, you know, check out the show page. You know, be on the lookout for these events and contests and many more to come. So yo, this is the end of the show, man. You know, and you know how we like to end the joint. Baltimore, spread love, yo. Just a bit outside. Have a good night. Yo, I seriously am hating the way that you've been throwing.
I've been throwing like shit.
I know. I'm hating it.
I did good. Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right. They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the how
much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that then
your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
Then the pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017. He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs. 12 earned runs in May. And, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, in May, he has 6 earned runs and 12 innings pitched. So they're not pitching well. And on top of that, they are also not batting well.
Right. But it kind of sucks because Manuel Margot is doing pretty good. His the past few at bats, his last.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better